Speak to me, baby, speak to me. Best sounding V8 in the world? Is it? You guys be the judge. What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another video where I already know I have the wrong shirt on today, but I wasn't expecting to see this. This is a pre-owned Maserati Granturismo C Sport, or what you guys would call it over in Europe, the GranCabrio. Now, the marketing and tagging and all that stuff here in the United States with branding is different. We call it the drop tops, the convertibles, Granturismo C Sports, which is convertible sports, not GranCabrio. Maybe it's too, complicated for us dumb Americans, but now for the 2024 model year, they're gonna be called GranCabrios. And if you guys didn't already see my video there, I already filmed the first GranCabrio to come out for the 2024 model year. So make sure you guys go check that out, because we're going back to where it started for these GranCabrios. That's right, this is a 2015 with less than 20,000 miles on it. 9 years old with less than 20,000 miles on it. So I wanna take a spin around with this thing, maybe take it out for a quick drive, because we got a naturally aspirated V8 that needs to make some Maserati music. And with the, cars going to V6s and, turbos, the naturally aspirated ones, well, they're a dime a dozen. So when we get a chance to get our hands on one, we're gonna take full advantage, and that's gonna be today. We gotta make some Maserati music, but let's go see what we have here, because gray paint's cool, but a blue interior is even cooler. Here it is. I know that, this is a pre-owned car, and, we like the new ones, right? But this has some character in it because it has a naturally aspirated V8 engine. So I had to bring out this for sale 2015 Maserati Granturismo C Sport in Grigio with Blu Profondità paint, which is deep blue when it comes to the translation. So this is really cool because we've never had a spec with a deep blue paint. It's my first time seeing it, so I want to do a quick walk around of this car. Really, I just want to drive it, so I'm going to hit you guys with a few specs and all that kind of stuff, or what I know about the car. But really, we just want to get behind the wheel and hear it scream, because yeah, naturally aspirated V8 for to drive, as I mentioned before, which I will probably say another 10 times in this video. But first things first. Now keep in mind that 2019 was the last year for the Granturismo C Sport, or Granturismo Convertible Sport as we call it here. And it wasn't this body style. There was an update in 2018 and 2019. So, well, sorry, there was an update for 2018 that carried over to 2019. So they had 2 years with a specific body style because of regulations where you had to get a backup camera in all new vehicles. So Maserati had to change a couple of things. So they changed a couple of things on the body, and then they changed the interior a little bit on the infotainment side and things like that. So they updated a few things, but it wasn't much because it was only going to be in production for 2 years. So this model here is a 2015, still has that classic Maserati key fob. And actually this time around, the key fob matches the interior with the blue key fob, but obviously that's Maserati's colorway. And then you have your lock button, unlock, you have your trunk release, and the best part about those Italian sassy key fobs is all that attitude when you flick it up and actually use the key. So always fun. Now walking around the vehicle is very Granturismo. As you guys know, a lot of people like this body style more than ever. Between 2014 through 2017, a lot of people like that body style because it was a little bit more aggressive than the other body styles that came after it. So you guys will see the big front fascia, the Trident right here, which is not packed with that level 2 ADAS. It's a real Trident there with the red stripe through, because you got that on the Granturismo. You got the classic Maserati badge with the chrome blue and red here, and then the front lip down here, giving it a little break, so you guys will see that it does have some lines. It's not consistent, not flowy. It actually gives, again, that sporty aggression feel. On the side, you will see that we do have a mesh grille, which is actually functional there. There's speed through there. And then you guys will see the Maserati headlamps, which we will get to in just a moment, but you will see the LEDs right there, Maserati script over the eyebrow, and the amber reflectors, because we're American and we gotta have those crazy amber reflectors for no reason. But front fascia looking very Maserati Granturismo. For the side profile, 20-inch wheels all around with these Grigio wheels here. Blue calipers, which is really nice, which is a deep blue. Maserati script, Brembo brakes, drilled rotors, and then the Michelin tires to wrap it all together. looks really good. Then you have Pininfarina design, which that does not walk by you lightly. If you see that, you know that there's so much history in design and beautiful artwork when it comes to Pininfarina, and it obviously just was the pinnacle of Maserati's design, or Pininfarina was a pinnacle of Maserati's design, and this was what made it a timeless automobile, such a classic look that we will love until today. Maserati portholes, as you guys can see, which are functional there. And then this is our turn indicator here. That's actually flashing when we have the turn indicator on, which you will see a little bit later. Side skirt done in the same colorway. Mirrors done in the same colorway. And that Grigio metallic. Take a step back, and you guys will see this, again, Granturismo. And we gotta do it with the top down first, right? Now from the rear, that body is banging per usual. And my favorite part about the rear, you guys already know what I'm gonna say if you watched these videos before. What I love are the Spider-Man tail lamps. Yep, the tail lamps look like Spider-Man tail lamps. I'm just gonna say it. The eyeballs of Spider-Man are on the back of this car, which is great because that's my favorite superhero anyway. So here we are. Now you guys will see the Maserati script in chrome with a strike through there as well, looking nice. And then the dual exhaust tips done in the horizontal flavor for the Granturismo, which is really cool, and done in black, as you guys can see there, with the rear diffuser having the plastic piece go all the way through, all around over where the exhaust tips are, and then you have the plastic diffuser at the bottom, but then you have it mixed in with the Grigio actual bodywork there. So it gives that metallic flake, breaks it up a little bit there, gives it a sporty feel, and yeah, it looks good with the top down. Now what's really cool always with the Granturismos is the window molding going all the way around the car and integrating the third brake light, which looks really cool. So I do like that. It's a really cool look as far as the flow goes. So always a fan of that as well. So let's all be real with ourselves. This is the real reason we're here today. Besides the blue interior, this is here, the legend. This is why we show up to these videos, is to hear this discontinued engine that just still screams just enthusiasm and overall respect and everything you can think of until today. The 4.7 liter Ferrari derived engine. This is going to be a V8 that gives you 454 horses at 7,000 RPM and 384 pound-feet of torque at 4,750 RPM, and that's for the 2015 model year. And when it comes to overall power, with the MC Auto Shift rear-wheel drive gearbox, we're looking at a 0 to 60, well, in about 4.7 seconds, which was, you know, decent at the time. Top speed, 185. That's great. But the sound it makes, that's on another thing. I mean, if you guys are talking about, you know, this being your first time being introduced to this, I got a treat for you guys right now. Now let's pop that trunk, see what our cargo space is like. About 6.1 cubic feet because, you know, convertible top, so not much going on back here when it comes to overall practicality, but it is a convertible Grand Tourer, I get it, you know, so you want a little bit of space. So the eyes can be deceiving because we do also have, this isn't where it ends, we have a false floor. There we go, all right, see, we got a little bit more. Don't think we were gonna just, you know, skip you on all the space. So good to put a couple things down there, as well as up top. You do have a 12-volt plug-in right there. You guys can probably barely see it, but it's there. So again, small space, but you know, with a nice little hole down there, makes it somewhat practical, right? Now let's talk about this deep blue paint for the interior, and then I'll take you guys for a drive as promised. All right, I keep my promises. Check this out. This looks beautiful. We don't even really have to get in at this moment, but you guys will see with the Grigio stitching to match the outside of the car. You have the deep blue interior, sport bucket seats in the rear. You will also have cup holders back there, as well as HVAC vents too. Bose speakers right here as well. No pass-throughs for the convertibles because of the fact that you can't get back there. They normally put the speakers here for the, you know, normal pass-through area to the trunk, but since you don't have a pass-through, speakers are right there. Let's get inside because this looks good. I like it. Blue with gray. I never would have thought. The door panel will show it like I mean, it seems even brighter on the door cards here with the gloss black for the trim here, and also more Grigio stitching, aluminum, Bose sound system for the speaker there, aluminum for the side sill there with the Maserati script, and aluminum for the pedals. You guys can see under there. But it looks like it held up pretty well for being 9 years old. It's not bad looking for the interior. You guys will have the scarves right here, and then you hop in, and you will see we do have our big flat bottom steering wheel, classic Maserati. Again, this is 9 years old, so don't be too judgmental here. But with all that said, we're gonna do the quickest run through to show you guys everything. But first, I'm gonna need to turn it on because we gotta hear that music right away. So, yep, it's old school key. Ooh, and V8 comes to life. Now, I do wanna show you guys that is in good health. The check engine light will be on for a second because that's how these Italians work, and then it will go off. 19,981 miles when it comes to the clock there. So with that said, and now you guys see that the engine light is off. Again, it's just one of those Italian things. It comes on for a second. Lighting controls and everything over here. And then you have your gas, your trunk release, parking sensors, your lights for your speedometer up here, and mode up there as well. You guys will see the original gauges, everything here, the steering wheel, big power shifters, which are column mounted. Over here, you will see radio controls, hands-free controls, and more radio controls over here on this flat bottom steering wheel with perforated leather. Again, this blue interior, this deep blue looks good with gloss black through the center and black at the top. Classic clock and GranTurismo C Sport, because we cannot say GranCabrio here. We have to say GranTurismo Convertible Sport. Infotainment, very classic. I don't even want to touch this because this has a CD player and an actual button for a phone number. Classic, we'll just say it that way. Sport mode button. Oh yeah, opens up those valves. Ice mode, which is increased efficiency, better for fuel economy in a V8. Probably not gonna press that too much. Parking off and traction off as well. With your gear selector here, as you guys will see. Our lock buttons here, all right, this is where we actually lock the doors right here. We have our hazard button here, and we have our ashtray lighter here with our gear selector next to it, and our electric parking brake here, cup holders, which I'm using, and your armrest here, done in that deep blue as well. Lift that up, and you got a couple cup holders down there as well. So you're set up. Now with this whole interior, obviously you want to know how you actually put the roof up, right? In cases you need to do that, say it's gonna rain, we actually have a toggle switch right here between open and close. So we're gonna close it by holding that and watching it do its thing. I forgot how long it takes for these models to do so, but I can't imagine it being past the same as the new one where it's 14 from close and 16 from open, or the vice versa. But as you guys can see, the top works just well. And there we are. Now, with that said, I'm gonna roll up these windows and I'm gonna take you guys for a quick spin around to see the cloth top, because you guys want to see what it looks like when it's closed, right? So now you guys can see the top. Now the top is also a blue. It looks like it's a blue hue, right? Like it's a blue to match the interior. Bet you guys weren't expecting that, right? Check out that top. It's hard to tell, but that's not black. Look at it against the gray. That is not black. That is a blue top, or it's like a deep blue, like a navy blue. Yeah, you guys weren't expecting to see a blue top with a blue interior, but here it is. So again, I wanted to show you guys what it looks like. Take a spin around it. Cloth top for the win. And just like the new GranTurismo, the cloth top is still there, still available. What do you guys think about this? All right, now, I bored you guys to death with all the specs. You know all the specs. We gotta get inside of this thing and go rip it up. Before we get out of here and take that spin around, I gotta show you guys the lights, right? You guys see the illumination, see how it looks? With the LED lights lit up, and the refresh rate is why it's doing that flashing stuff, so it doesn't normally do that. It's solid for me, but the refresh rate for the camera is showing it like that. So just keep it in mind. Now you guys will also see that indicator I talked about right there flashing on the side for our turn indicator, and then our Spider-Man eyes, the tail lamps here, illuminated all the way across with the fog lamp right there, turn signal there, looking all fine and dandy. I feel like one of these days, these cars are gonna get me in trouble. I don't have any tickets yet, but I think if I got one of these, I would probably have at least 5 by now. And it's not because of speed. I don't think that anybody gets into a GranCabrio, Granturismo, and think, I wanna go 185. It's the in-between that's the fun part. It's the, not even 0 to 60, but just accelerating in the first couple of gears. That's intoxicating, that's exhilarating, that's what you come here for when it comes to these cars. And I've tried to prove that time and time again. I'm gonna try to prove it again today. So, of course, we're not gonna take this easy. We're already in sport, so that's great. But we are going to be in manual also. And we are going to have some spirited fun in a very safe way within the speed limit in Mexico. So of course the first thing that happened is the camera fell off. So I'm scaring the camera. It's shaky. You know, that's the driving experience of this car. Everything is very aggressive, very over the top, but we're gonna make it work. So the camera's shaking. Hopefully it's not too bad for you guys. What I want you to pay attention to is not even my face. I want you to pay attention to the music here, okay? This is a song that I will never get tired of. Maserati music is some of the best music in the world. And I'm hoping to prove it to you guys right now. So again, we are in manual mode. We're gonna let some traffic go by. We're gonna need to step on it a little bit anyways, safely, to get by. So let's just wait on this traffic and we'll try this again. Oh yes. I have to look around and just see if anybody else is here when I'm here, because ooh-wee. Oh. Speak to me, baby, speak to me. Guys, this is gonna be a quick run, but I can do this all day and go through a full tank of gas. Unfortunately, we don't have a full tank, so we're just gonna make the most of what we got here today. In the meantime, you guys probably want to hear a couple of sound blips. You're wondering why I did that. The construction guy who just went by told me to rev it up. That's the kind of joy that this brings. So I put it in a neutral really quick to give it a couple of revs. So hopefully that benefited you guys too. So he's probably waiting for me to take off. So let's give him a little entertainment here. God. Hopefully he enjoyed that as much as I did. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Woo. Oh my. I'm gonna let this truck in front of me get a little bit of distance before I. Oh my God. Best sounding V8 in the world, is it? You guys be the judge. with this open top, you can hear it so much better. And oh, I wish you guys could be here to hear this. Oh my God, it's perfect for the car. Weekend, top down, sport mode, manual mode. Again, quick drive, guys. We don't got a ton of gas in this thing, and I just needed to be reminded why I love this car so much. It doesn't take much at all to remind me. And I think we did it here today. Now you guys are wondering what's the price on this thing, and currently at Maserati St. Pete on their website, they have this listed for $49,998, just under $50,000 for a 20,000 mile Maserati GranCabrio for the V8, for the interior, for the Weekend Warrior. What do you guys think? Because I mean, under 20,000 miles, I mean, it makes sense. I know it's a 9-year-old car, but with a Ferrari derived naturally aspirated V8, that's going to be a big selling point for a lot of people. And for me, I feel like, this might be it for me. It's hard for me, again, to just get away from these cars because I'm always reviewing them. But to see these prices, I'm like, man, that's a steal for me. I would take that in a heartbeat. But what do you guys think about that price? So at just under $50,000 with just under $20,000 on the odometer. What do you guys think? Is this a good buy for a Weekend Warrior? Something that you guys can enjoy every now and then, take out and just cruise with the top down. I want to know what you guys think, because it's pulling my heartstrings, obviously, and I need to own one of these before I leave this earth. So it's always hard to see these cars and not necessarily walk away with them. I would walk away with them all, especially the V8s. But I want to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Make sure you guys also check the links in the description for Maserati St. Petersburg website and their phone number. Give them a call. See if you guys can get this out of here and into your driveway. Now, with that said, if you guys want to help further support the channel, always click that notification bell after you subscribe so you don't miss one video. And with that said, we will see you guys in the next one. Peace.